Hey everyone, this is James Morgan of the Ghost Jazz Trio. Haven't been on line in a while on YouTube. Haven't made a video in about 6 months. I've been very busy, and if you go to subscribe to the channel and you look under live videos, you'll see about 6 months ago, 6 and 7 months ago, I did about six videos on helping musicians like myself, indie musicians, um, using a proven methodology that I've come up with from my years of marketing experience and background to taking my music career from obscurity 4 years ago to now signing with a new record label, new album coming out in March, three albums nominated for Best Jazz Album of the Year, and many more accolades. In the top 100, all my singles have debuted in the top 100 on the charts. So um, the method that I use to get myself in 4 years there, and I have tons of work that I do, corporate gigs where I get great, a good income stream from getting royalties from my albums, all that stuff. If you are interested in doing that with your career, I recommend you watch those videos and this one, and then you can actually click on a link uh, below. Goes to a website where I actually have a one-on-one coaching program that I put you through with me. And there's three modules you initially go through, and you'll see the pricing and the discount pricing. But also after those modules, if you want to continue one-on-one, then we would negotiate that fee as well. I've helped a couple people already, and they're already seeing huge results, and which I'm happy to see as well. They deserve it. So yeah, I just want to kind of update everybody what's going on. It's been 6 months since my last video, and lots happening. I will tell you that I just finished recording my fourth album in 4 years. My last three albums were nominated for Best Jazz Album of the Year. Um, so I find out in April if my last year one wins or not. Also, just recorded again my fourth album, 10 songs, and I was fortunate enough to get legendary guitarist Dean Brown, who's played with Billy Cobham, Bob James. He's basically the who's who. He's played with everybody. And you can go on YouTube and look up Dean Brown guitarist, deanbrownmusic.com. Anyway, he's produced the album. He helped co-write many of the songs. I only wrote two of them on there. And he produced them, edited them. I mean, he did a great job. So I was very fortunate to have him as a producer on the album. And the concept of the album was to have more guitar than my previous ensemble formatted albums, where it's more about the music, the songs, and the band, whereas this is more about the guitar. And so we recorded the album. Took about 4 months of scheduling everybody together. Recorded it at Pacific Beat Recording by Grammy winner Alan Sanderson, who was the sound and recording engineer and editor. He worked right alongside with Dean to make sure this album came across great. I was able to have returning on his third album with me is pianist Chase Pato from San Diego. He played an acoustic grand, and he also played a Fender Rhodes on there. So we got that nice natural Fender Rhodes piano sound on there. And then we also have smooth jazz recording artist and prolific bass player who's played with everybody. Eric Marenthal, Coco Montoya, he's currently on tour with right now. Nathan Brown on bass. And then a great local drummer that I had heard about but not really ever met, Trace Hodgins, who also actually sings, does a little rap lyric on one of the songs on the album called Pocket Change. So the album came out great. We already had the first single came out Thanksgiving weekend, and you always want to come out on a Friday, so it came out that Friday after Thanksgiving or on that Friday. And On the Groove, it's done very well. There's an official video on the YouTube channel you can check out um, for that. And The single's done really well. The video's got almost 1,300 views already. That came out in October. Yeah. So we just selected the second single that will basically be the spoke song for the album, and it's called Sound of Wood. And interesting story about this song. We had actually finished recording the album with 9 songs, and they're all very smooth jazz sounding, nice, 110 BPMs, nice hooks, that nice Wes Montgomery, George Benson guitar feel. And then I talked to Dean and I said, I'd like to do one more song, but I'd like to add a song and have it be a ballad, about 75 BPMs, and where it's just guitar soloing. And so people can just hear the wood. And the whole concept of this album is really just to get that natural wood sound. So many guitar players use so many effects now that the instrument almost becomes secondary to the effects they're using. I've noticed a lot of delay, a lot of reverb, which I like, but a lot of delay and kind of getting away from the instrument, the natural just wood with a string, a box of wood with some strings. So that's what we did, and I think we accomplished that. I'm really excited about it. You'll hear it on the first single, On the Groove, which you can find on any of your streaming platforms. Please add it to your playlist. You can also ask Siri or Alexa to play On the Groove by the Ghost Jazz Trio. The second single, Sound of Wood. So I said, yeah, I want to record a song. So we got everyone back in the studio, and Dean wrote this great melody. He does some nice playing on there. He does some opening riffs. Then we come into the melody, and then I just solo for the biggest portion of the song. We come back into the melody, his guitar riffs, and then we come into the melody and end on his guitar riffs. So it's just great, great song. So here's a song didn't even think it would be, a commercial type song. Just something I wanted to have on the album that just showed the natural beauty of the guitar and sound. And my marketing partner, smoothjazz.com, Sandy Shore, the owner, loved the song Sound of Wood, and that has been selected as the single to promote the album. So just kind of a backstory on that song. It's just amazing. So now we're getting ready to shoot the video. I just got off a nice Zoom call with a videographer and Dean, and we're kind of laying out the video. And again, if you click on the link below, you'll learn about all the right way to do things. And one of the things I've learned is, and have seen, when I watch a lot of other musicians that are well established, 30, 40 years on the scene, have 20 albums out, 30 albums, I watch their videos and they're just not impactful at all. I mean, could just have a picture of the album cover and it just plays the song. Well, how many people in this TikTok society of 180 seconds are going to sit there and watch the same album cover? They're not. So they're either going to listen to music in the background or they're just going to go to something else. So this video we planned out and scripted today, preliminary script, scripted up in a preliminary fashion today, was to make it about a movie, like a mini movie, because the song, again, was longer than it would normally be for airplay, which is the sweet spot is 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And then you can go up to 4, possibly 3:45 is kind of good too. This one was almost 5 minutes long. And again, not a smooth jazz sounding song in my mind, but it just the song just happens to have something special to it. So we're making a mini movie about it, kind of. It's going to be a really good video. So I won't tell you any more about it, but it will be premiering around March 13th when my second single goes for ads. The second single will premiere on smoothjazz.com on March 3rd. It's right around the corner. And then my new record label I signed with, and this all just, it's funny, a couple of weeks ago, I had a great weekend. I found out that my third album got nominated in the Best Jazz category, Best Jazz and Blues album category. And then the same weekend, I signed with a record label, Go Records, and they have some really good artists on there. They have Greg Howe, guitarist, Stu Hamm on bass, um, and Will Sumner, guitarist, California guitarist. So they have some good people on there. And the album, I sent them the album. They loved it, so it was a good fit. So now I'm with the record label. They're going to be releasing it. They'll be releasing the single on the 6th, and they'll be debuting the album March 24th, and then they'll be playing. They also have a radio station called Radio Guitar One .com. You can listen to them now, get them up and running, and you'll see all the links there. My album cover, you can click on it. It'll go to my website, or it'll also go to their record label, Go Records, Guitar One Records, and you'll see me listed under the jazz category. And you can click on there, and there's an interview and brief history and some stuff about the album. So lots happened. Things are moving along great. So that's kind of why I wanted to make the video today, to let you know that, if you want similar results like I'm getting, I can show you how to do everything. I can walk you through it. And if you go to the link below, click on it, and I give a free consultation, let you know where you're at and where you can go, and I work with you specifically with what your goals are. So you don't want to be laying in bed at night going, geez, it's been 3 years, I haven't done anything, I wish I could do this. You don't have to wonder those things. You can just take action today, click a button, get in touch with me, start taking action. I can actually get you results from day one that we start. And I'm going to basically be showing what I've been doing for the last 4 years. And look, I have, again, 3 nominated albums, 4th album coming out, produced by legendary guitarist Dean Brown, who plays on the album, on every song. And also signed with a guitar label. And maybe opening in August for Spyro Gyra. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. So a lot going on. And again, my next album, Groove and Smooth, comes out March 24th. The new single, Sound of Wood, comes out on the 3rd of March. And the video should be out by the 3rd or 4th week of March. So it'll be on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe so you can be alerted when it shows up, and check it out. It's going to be a nice story, and the sound of wood, basically about the sound of a box of wood with strings, and it's going to relate to that. So I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel, that's been adding my songs and albums to your playlist. I really appreciate it. It's nice to get your music out there, all original music, and people enjoy it and like listening to it. So again, I wanted to update everybody. Click on the link below. Keep following us on Instagram, Twitter, Ghost Jazz Trio, Facebook. Let me know what you think of the new single, On the Groove. And there's a pre-sale for the album on the Ghost Jazz Trio band.com. If you go to the Ghost Jazz Trio band.com, you go to the Ghost store, you'll see the pre-sale of the album, and it's a 40% discount on the album. So you just order it, and then it's a digital copy. I'll have physical copies by next week, and I usually use those for selling at shows. But if you want a physical copy, I can send it to you plus shipping, and it's usually about $5 or $6. So I'm looking forward to people purchasing the album, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And again, subscribe to YouTube. I'll keep you updated on the video, the progress. We're going to start shooting Friday, the 3rd, next Friday. We're going to be shooting in the studio, playing the song, and then we're going to do some outside shots. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a good day. All right. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Stay dry for those people that are in wet weather. And again, I hope that someone takes some action. And I'd love to share a lot of this methodology that I've developed, marketing and branding the Ghost Jazz Trio to have all these things happen. Very proud of what I've done. I think this last album is my best work yet. And just a little hint, Dean and I are talking about me doing just a solo album under my name of just me on guitar. And maybe if we do have piano, it'll be just some nice jazz acoustic piano, maybe a stand-up bass and some drums, but or it could just be guitar. We still haven't decided yet, but it's going to be a little different music than what I put out for the Ghost Jazz Trio. It's going to be more stuff that I do for my own playing enjoyment that Dean thinks sounds pretty good, and be nice to get it out there on recording. So again, thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.